Thank you. I'm Dr. Lee Merritt. I graduated the University of Rochester, New York in 1980. I completed an orthopedic residency, a spine fellowship. I served 10 years as a military surgeon. And I was on a congressional committee that looked at technology for the Navy. I'm a spine surgeon. I've spent 40 years of my life in a mask. And I can tell you in my entire career, as Dr. Gold alluded to, nobody was talking about masks as a control mechanism for viruses. Now, I understand why they can convince people they work, because when you put on a mask and you sneeze, you can tell that it hangs on to those sneeze particles. Unfortunately, the problem that makes people sick, the problem that transmits virus, are the little particles you don't see. The large particles that you catch in a mask, they're dead virus. If you're even sick with anything, they're dead virus. It's the small, invisible 0.12 micron viruses that sneak out through the mask, around the mask. They're like golf balls going through a tennis net. Okay, our masks, even the very best medical mask, cannot screen out, cannot protect you from this kind of small particle virus. And the other falsehood is they would like you to think that you spread this to people because you cough on them. No, nobody coughs on each other. When's the last time you ever coughed on anybody? What really is happening is if somebody's diseased and they have this virus, it gets into the atmosphere and the whole fluid, the air fluidity is filled with little viruses. We have it around us all the time. You can't mask that away. Now, that doesn't mean there aren't options. There are treatments, as we just heard. There is also environmental mitigation. Turns out humidity is great for this. But masks don't control viruses, they control you. And the biggest myth in this is that they're not damaging. You hear people say all the time, well, they may not do much, but they're not really hurting anybody. Yes, they are. Besides what they're doing to society as a whole, separating us, isolating us, think about what they're doing to our children. You know, children need to look at faces to learn how to be a human. Reading faces is part of humanity. Interacting with people. We are creating a generation of children that have an inchoate fear of things. A 4-year-old doesn't understand what's going on. And we are making a generation of children that are afraid of their environment. That's not a way to make a healthy generation. And this is a problem that's going to waft into the next generation. We have to stop this now. We have to take our country back. You know, this is the most, I think the masks may look like they're not much. They look like they're just a little soft piece of cloth over your face. What's the big deal? The big deal is that they may be soft and they may look okay, but this is George Orwell's boot on the human face forever if we don't get this off. Thank you.